Yes, yourself, your issues, your music, your friends, your relationships, your gist, your world. And it's coming right here on your favorite radio station.
104.5
Atlantic FM.
Nigeria. Good morning, Akwa Ibom. Welcome to Radio Nigeria Atlantic 104.5 FM. We're having a special interactive where we are going to talk about female genital mutilation in Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. My name is Ekemini Joseph, and of course, I'm not here alone. I can't talk about female genital mutilation alone. So I have someone who has worked in the industry for a long time, and she's going to share more of this with us. So I'm playing us to Elder Mrs. Mercy Godwin Akang. She's the Chief Matron, Family Life Center, VVF Hospital, Mbrebritam, in Itu local government area. And as you know, VVF Center, you will actually know that there are a lot of experiences of female genital mutilation down there. All right, so much ado about nothing. Let's start with sharing stories around female genital mutilation that we got in Akwa Ibom State. Please listen to this as we'll be right back.
It was a tough marriage for me. It ended in a divorce. Now I am left with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. He kept complaining of no love pleasure. My name is Mfon, and my story has been a long one of culture and making my people proud of me as their child. And of course, losing out at the end. I was initiated into adulthood according to our custom by being circumcised while I passed through the fattening room. The delivery of my kids were tough and painful. My name is Mfonobong, and this is my FGM story. Why did God make me less human? I was withdrawn, much like depressed. My husband kept complaining that I couldn't satisfy him. But each time I think of it, it hurts. It got me and I became depressed. The hardest part has been childbirth. I couldn't dilate. The doctor said I might have VVF, so I had to go through CS. I was abused by my husband. You must give birth the Hebrew way, they kept saying, until I had VVF. My husband left. I suffered it. This is my female genital mutilation story. I am Blessing.
My name is Atom Bassett. I work in VVF Hospital. With our experience here, there are people that come with the stories of prolonged labor leading to VVF. This prolonged labor could be as a result of fibrous tissue formation from the circumcision or female mutilation, genital mutilation they had when they were youths. So this could result in prolonged labor. That is, the woman will be in labor for a long time with no dilatation at all. So with this, there's no enough opening for the baby to pass through. So this delayed baby could be struggling to come out too. With this, the baby could damage the reproductive tract, which could lead to communication with the bladder or the rectum, leading to uncontrolled passage of feces or urine, which is the VVF or the RVF. Some people too, they can have prolonged labor in the TBA's home. TBA is traditional birth attendant. The TBA will not be able to identify what is causing this prolonged labor. They could even attempt to force out the baby, leading to tears that could make the woman bleed to death, or it could lead to severe bleeding that could lead to anemia. Sometimes this tear could not be treated adequately, which could lead to infection that can as well ascend the respiratory tract to cause infertility in future.
Those are the stories of people who have passed through female genital mutilation. And of course, that's also the story of who has been working in the industry, people who have been helping people who passes through female genital mutilation. And of course, today we are going to know what is female genital mutilation. Remember, I have here with me Elder Mercy Godwin Akang. She's a Chief Matron, Family Life Center, VVF Hospital at Mbrebritam. You're welcome to our studio, ma.
Thank you.
All right. So, ma, yesterday was World Day Against Tolerance of Female Genital Mutilation, and we are here today to talk about it. I would love you to educate us a bit. What is female genital mutilation?
Thank you. Good morning. The female genital mutilation is a procedure that involves the partial or completely removal of external genitalia for non-medical reason.
Okay, so a lot of people you've seen in the process of doing your job, actually, I don't know, what do you think is the cause of people still doing female genital mutilation in Akwa Ibom State?
The reason is that this FGM is traditional. It's traditional to some families because in a certain area, not all the family people will do, but certain families will do it. It's traditional.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk about the medical implications of this very soon. But first of all, I'll let you know, as you're listening to us, that you could be part of this program by sending us, by calling us, of course, and telling us what you feel about how we could stop female genital mutilation in Akwa Ibom State. The number to call is 0703-785-0561. That is 0703-785-0561. Or do well to call 0701-126-0665. That is 0701-126-0665. And we'll do well to take your calls. But first off, I'll let you know what has been the statistics for a while now about female genital mutilation. Did you know that female genital mutilation is actually being done more in the urban areas of every city in Nigeria? That is 32.6% of people who pass through female genital mutilation actually at urban centers, while 23.8% were from the rural areas. We have a call this morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, we missed that. All right, ma. So let's talk about implications. While we got some of the stories, the nurse at the VVF Center did mention a lot of other implications. I don't know if you could share more light on that.
Yes. The initial implication is pain, severe pains, because of cutting of the nerves ends. The nerves ends and the sensitive genital tissue causes extreme pains to the patient. The second one will be excessive bleeding. This can result if the clitoral artery is being cut off and even the vessel around the orifice. So it causes extremely, the woman will bleed extremely. Another thing is shock because of the blood loss and the pain, and even the infection will cause shock to the patient because the procedure is not a sterile procedure. Another thing is after the shock, there will be swelling around that area. There will be swelling because of inflammatory response to the local infection. Then the long-term risk involves pains also, maybe during coitus with the husband because of narrowing of the orifice. So this will cause severe pains, and also the keloid formation because naturally the orifice is covered with elastic tissue by God. So when this practice is done, the elastic tissue will now be replaced with a fibrous tissue. So the scar formation will not allow the orifice to be widened again. Maybe during childbirth, they will be widened and give way for the head of the baby to come out. During coitus also. But with this scar formation, it will not give way. So there will be a severe pains and sometimes bleeding.
Okay, so we'd love to take this brief break from our sponsor. When we are back, we're going to talk more, but don't forget you could still call us on 0703 785 0561 to share with us what you feel we could do to stop female genital mutilation in Akwa Ibom State.
Nigeria na him be oga for the wahala of court of punani for the world where Onyibo man they call female genital mutilation FGM. Mama pale plus everybody them. Make I tell una say if you dey do this kind bad thing, na him be say una dey trespass on top our girl pikin plus women them right too. This kind bad thing self they make women no dey fit born pikin. They make omoyon no dey sweet for them. Even self fit cause make woman pie. Make una no forget say na ogbonge lie. So woman pikin wey dey no cut her punani go dey follow man up and down. And make una remember say woman wey wan follow man go dey follow am wella. Country people. Time don reach o wey this kind yamayama thing must stop. Oya, make we gather and join body. Come pursue this kind thing comot for we area patapata. Make we see say our girls and women dey safe papampa for this court wey Oyinbo man dey call female genital mutilation. Unto say injury to one woman na injury to we society o. This message na from One Life Initiative for Human Development.
Yes, injury to one woman is injury to all of us. We have a call here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, God. All right, so you're still listening to this special interactive as we're talking about female genital mutilation and how it affects us and, of course, women. And we shared with you stories from some survivors who told us what they've passed through in the process of being mutilated. In case you have a story and you want to share your story with us, do well to call the number 0809 423 2675. That is 0809 423 2675. Don't worry, we are not going to disclose who you are. So we are just going to hear your story and, of course, see how we could do more to end female genital mutilation together. All right, so I'm still here with Elder Mercy Godwin Akam, who is the Chief Matron, Family Life Center, VVF Hospital at Mbrebritam, here in its local government area of Akwa Ibom State. All right, ma, so I wanted to ask about if there's any advantages of female genital mutilation.
There is no advantage.
Okay, there's no advantage. So that means we have a whole lot of disadvantages.
Disadvantages.
Okay. And you were sharing the disadvantages. While we listen to some of the stories, those stories that we had, we heard about one of the victim actually going through VVF because of FGM.
Yes.
Could you please shed more light on that?
The VVF can occur as a result of this FGM.
Okay.
Because the orifice is now going to be narrowed, and during labor, one of the causes of the VVF is prolonged labor. With this FGM, there is going to be prolonged labor. You know that the uterus, the bladder, and the rectum are being placed inside one bony structure called pelvis. So when there is prolonged labor, the fetus head will continue to rub on the bladder because there is no way for it to come out. And continuous rubbing on the bladder will destroy the bladder. And the woman, after delivery, will be leaking urine.
Okay. So that is one of the biggest disadvantage of FGM.
Yes.
Because the woman suffers it a lot. And the next story we had a situation where the woman said she was withdrawn.
Yes.
She was depressed.
Mm-hmm. That is psychological effects.
Okay.
The woman was depressed because this practice reduced sexual urge. This practice reduced sexual urge. It will not be having sexual urge again because the sensitive area, that is the clitoris, has been removed. So the husband will be tired making love with a wood. So the woman will be withdrawn, will be depressed. And on so many occasions, it causes typhus.
Yeah. We heard that in one of our stories.
Mm.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the types of FGM, because a lot of people are doing what we call the type 4, the undisclosed, the one that has nothing to do with specifics. So could you tell us more about the types of FGM?
Well, I know type 1, it involves the removal of the clitoris. And other involve the removal of the clitoris and the labias.
Okay. All right. So let me just shed more light on that too. Type 1, we also know that the type 1 is also known as clitoridectomy. So this type consists partial or total removal of the clitoris and the prepuce. And we also have the type 2, which is also known as excision. That is the clitoris and the labia minora are partially or totally removed, with or without excision of the labia majora. So these are actually most of those types we find around. And we have the type 3, which is the most severe form. That is the type where they narrow the orifice. Yes, either by stitching or using some other methods that they use, which is weird, extremely weird, and it's sad. Well, the type 4 is actually the one that a lot of people, especially young people, actually volunteer themselves into doing. That is the one that they could insect things into their urinary tracts and all those things. So I know, as your experience as a matron working in the VVF center, you've seen a whole lot of VVF issues arising from FGM, especially the type 4. Yes. So I don't know. We are still taking calls. So the number to call is 0703 785 0561, or you call 0701 126 0665 to share your stories with us. Hello. Hello. Okay, the number is 0703 785 0561 or 0701 126 0665. That's the number for you to call. And join us, let us know what do you think can be done to stop female genital mutilation. While we're still waiting for your calls to come in, we are going to take this brief jingle.
Nigeria na him be oga for the wahala of court of punani for the world wey Oyinbo man dey call female genital mutilation FGM. Mama pale plus everybody dem. Make I tell una say if you dey do this kind bad thing, na im be say una dey trespass on top our girl pikin plus women dem right o. This kind bad thing sef dey make women no dey fit born pikin, dey make omoyan no dey sweet for dem. Even sef fit cause make woman kpai. Make una no forget say na ogbonge lie so woman pikin wey dem no cut her punani go dey follow man up and down. And make una remember say woman wey wan follow man go dey follow am wella. Country people, time don reach o wey this kind yamayama thing must stop. Oya, make we gather and join body come pursue this kind thing comot for we area patapata. Make we see say our girls and women dey safe papampa for this court wey Oyinbo man dey call female genital mutilation. Unto say injury to one woman na injury to we society o. This message na from Onelife Initiative for Human Development.
You're still listening to Radio Nigeria Atlantic 104.5 FM here in the city of Uyo, and we are still playing host to the Chief Matron, Family Life Center, VVF Hospital in Britam, Initu, local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Elder Mercy Godwin Akang, as she tells us more about female genital mutilation and how it affects our women in Akwa Ibom State. I want to give us some little figures for us to note that more than 125 million women and girls have undergone FGM globally. And of course, it's actually quite sad to note that people from Nigeria actually have a whole lot of huge prevalence of female genital mutilation. And Akwa Ibom State is where we've seen a lot of people who've gone down with VVF. And we thought it's actually very nice to bring someone from the VVF Center to tell us more about what she, as a matron, has experienced in the course of her job while she is helping people who have VVF, and specifically telling us more about people who have VVF because of FGM, either as a child or as an adult. All right, ma. So we have a lot of stories around stigma because I for one, I know how difficult it was to get most of these stories. So I don't know what you have to tell us about stigma.
Stigma. No, people with this kind of ailments will not want people to know that this is what she is suffering. The same thing with VVF is a disease that causes a lot of stigma, that you will not even allow somebody to know that he's suffering this. But in the VVF, they will open to us. They will open to us and we advise them. And that is the reason I want to use this medium to inform you people that we are having VVF camp this April. So whatever is your problem, you can come and open to us. We will solve the problem and we will not allow anybody to know.
All right, ma. Thank you very much for letting us know more about female genital mutilation and how it affects us with VVF. And also let us know more about what is happening and how we could actually end VVF. So while sending some messages across social media, I got some messages around female genital mutilation and how it can be stopped. Someone actually asked, is it possible to use campaigns to stop female genital mutilation? Yes, it is possible because it's actually working, because some places are stopping the procedures of doing female genital mutilation because of little campaigns that they've learned or the things that they've experienced based on what they're being told. And of course, you can actually see the movie Dry for you to understand more about what FGM can cause due to leading into VVF. But once we're talking about female genital mutilation, it is also prevalent for us to note, or it's also important for us to note that it is actually one thing that leads to VVF, which is a major issue for us in Akwa Ibom State. So I would still love to ask you, Elder Mercy, in a range, we have more than Sorry about that. So in a range, we have more than 30 people who come to the camp, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this April, the VVF Center is going to play host to another set of people who are willing to put an end to their problem.
Yes.
Yes. So if you have VVF, you could do well to go to the VVF Center at Mbrebritam this April, because they are opening a new camp, of course. And I know that this is going to help us to reduce the cost of most of the issues and the problems we have around. Well, thank you very much, Elder Mercy, for coming to tell us more about VVF today, FGM today.
Thank you too.
All right, so that has been it, and my name is Ekemini Joseph. I want to say a special thanks to everybody who shared their stories, the survivors that shared their stories, and I want to say thank you too to Onelife initiative for actually bringing us this in Akwa Ibom State, for us to also know exactly what female genital mutilation is and how it affects us. For you to be part of sharing confidentially your stories, because we want to get more stories to help people. We want to get more stories to help people to note that female genital mutilation is actually affecting our women, and as such, affecting our women is affecting us. So for you to do this, you could do well to call the number which is 0709 4232 675. That is 0809 423 2675. 0809 423 2675, and share your story. Thanks to Onelife Initiative for making this possible. Thank you to Folakemi for assisting me. My name is Ekemini Joseph. Hope to see you again next year as we share more of our stories around female genital mutilation.
Nigeria na him be oga for the wahala of court of punani for the world wey Onyibo man dey call female genital mutilation, FGM. Mama pale plus everybody dem. Make I tell una say if you dey do this kind bad thing, na be say una dey trespass on top our girl pikin plus women dem right o. This kind bad thing sef dey make women no dey fit born pikin, dey make omoyan no dey sweet for them. Even sef fit cause make woman kpai. Make una no forget say na ogbonge lie so woman pikin wey dey no cut her punani go dey follow man up and down. And make una remember say woman wey wan follow man go dey follow am wella. Country people, time don reach o wey this kind yama thing must stop. Oya, make we gather and join body come pursue this kind thing comot for we area patapata. Make we see say our girls and women dey safe papampa for this court wey Onyibo man dey call female genital mutilation. Unto say injury to one woman na injury to we society o. This message na from Onelife Initiative for Human Development.
Atlantic FM.
Diverse. Yeah, it's just such an exciting feeling you get, you know what I mean?
104.5. The promise fulfilled.
Now so I did my guy's side the other day. As we consider for us, I make we collect brief sake of say light no day. Next thing, NEPA people show with bill. Now, wow, which one can be this one again? Now,
which one be the light bill where they bring come?
I wonder.
For the past 3 weeks, we never get light. You got the bring.
Bros, how do you want to concern me now? Now my job I did do. I beg, take your do. I beg, take your do. I beg, take your do. I beg.